Good morning, it's Daniel McDonald here from Real Life Fishing. We're at Stony Point again. Look, this morning I'm actually not exactly sure what we're going to do. The plan was to get here a little bit earlier for first light and shoot over to Lang Lang and fish one of the fingers for some snapper. The wind's up a little bit, so we're just going to get in the boat, get out of here and see how much of a hindrance the wind actually is, because it's actually going to blow up a little bit more towards lunchtime. So I'm not sure we're going to end up, but we're going to end up somewhere. So roll the intro and let's get started. Over to French Island, and because it's pretty poo out here, just anchored up. I'm just going to go for some squid. I've got Luke the angler with me. Say hello, Luke.
Hi guys.
And yeah, just trying for some squid. We've got 2 manual squid jigs that we're doing now, and we've got one on the float. Yeah. Oh, I just had a hit with the one on the float. I've just seen it then. So it was a weird bite. It really was harsh bite, that one on the float. So what I might do is I might just cast this out. Let's see if I can get it on the other squid. Alright, let's see if we can cause a bite on this, because it's quite a bite. Let's see if we can do it. Almost like a fish bite on that squid jig. Like went woof, like that. See what's on there. Check it. I won't wind that one in completely. Leave it in the water. Just to see what we're dealing with here. So I've got one of these squid jigs that hold the bait on it. I've just cut off a bit of silver whiting on there. Looks like it's had a bite out of the top. Let's cast it back out and see how we go. A little bit harder to cast this thing because I've got quite a long dropper, because I want it to get down to where it needs to be. Not sure what this audio is going to be like. It's quite windy, but we'll battle with it. Well, squid fishing was a bust. We're just going to do a bit of scouting around, see if we can do a few Ks, maybe go for some riding. So yeah, let's see how we go. Alright, we've been struggling a little bit. The weather, the tide, the boats. how the boat's holding. The boat's going everywhere. It's sort of struggling at the moment. Absolutely struggling. It's really hard to get our bait to do what we want it to do. Have to use outriggers to hold our baits out and away. Yeah, just a bit of struggle street at the moment, just with wind against tide, and yeah. But this is what it looks like day-to-day fishing. We can't always have those glamour days, so we're out here trying to make strawberry jam with the lemons that we've been given. Alright. I may have had an inquiry on this little rod. Weird little bites. Alright, we on. Oh, Flathead. Fishing for sharks and bait, and I get a flathead. Yeah, wow, I am struggling with the worst wind against tide ever. I'm pretty much fishing straight up and down, no cast out at all. Just I'll show you what I've done. This one's on an outrigger over here, straight up and down. That one's as far left as I can, straight up and down. That's straight behind, straight up and down. Yeah, over there. That one's got another outrigger, straight up and down. Yeah, struggle street. But you know, we've got to adapt to the elements, and the elements are at the moment. So this is what we do. What do you reckon, Luke?
It is what it is, yes, it's what it is.
Any would you have any suggestions on how to fish this horrendous conditions?
Personally, I would listen to Dan, really. Dan knows what he's doing, so.
Listen to me. That's alright. So what I've done is I've shortened my anchor rope up a bit, so I haven't got too much side to side swing. We've still got a fair bit, but it's that fine line on shortening your anchor rope and not getting dragging your anchor then. So but having a real bad wind against tide is like dragging your anchor, and if anyone's ever dragged their anchor, they know that yeah, how annoying it is. So that's what we are dealing with at the moment, and we've got quite a bit of, you know, rocky and rolly at the moment, so it's not ideal, but checking bait, but for sure got the other rod maybe. I would say yes. Yep, I got the other rod.
You're right.
Tangle City. Oh, and a flathead somehow. What? Dang, small, very small flathead. Well, that sucked. Had to I was a tangle with 3 rods. Got tangled around the prop. So yeah, not ideal. Had to nearly get in the water to untangle it. So in really lumpy conditions, so yeah, not ideal, but I think I'm going to move from this spot. Sort of doing my head in a bit, just struggling to keep baits where we need. Not only fishing like 3 gummy rods and 2 bait rods, and we're struggling with that. So yeah, we're just going to pull the pick, wind the lines in, and start again somewhere else. Stick with me. Alright, Luke the angler was bringing in a rod for us. 1 schoolie. That's the 2nd schoolie. We didn't catch the other one on film. It was a little bit bigger, and it was on the bait rod. Wow, he's really this is a circle hook, and he swallowed it. So interesting. See, it's a Riggs circle hook. Interesting. It's not meant to be. Let's see if we can retrieve that. Alright, we've had a move. We're right next to Tortoise Head. I've got 2 gummy rods out, 2 small rods. Just like that. Chicka-chow! What else do you do whilst waiting for a bite on a crappy day? Get the music pumping. Get the vibe right. And then the bite will come. Baby. And sit in the cab out of the wind. So good. So loving having a cabin. Well, shelter. Sure beats. Ooh, hang on, I'm getting a bit of an inquiry over here. But it sure beats a center console. It is good. Come on, Rod, you can go on. Come on. Alright, I think we're on with a flathead. There we go. Another flathead. We're just letting them go. It's probably legal, but we'll let them go. A bit on the small side. We've been catching a few, but they've just been coming up to the side and letting themselves go. But we just made another move around the other side of Tortoise Head. So we're just giving this a bit of a go. 2 small rods and 2 gummy rods. So we'll see how we go. There's definitely no shortage of flathead biting our baits down there on the small rods. There we go, nearly on again. Good little couple of love taps. There we go. Luke the Angler's got a pretty good one actually. Yeah, awesome. So that's it for at the moment. Alright, on to another flatty. There we go. There we go, another flatty. They're plentiful here. Plentiful. So that flathead was 32 centimeters long. So I kept it as bait because the best bait for flathead is flathead. So if you're targeting flathead, keep a flathead and put him on your hook, and it stays on really well. Getting a bite now. We're on again. The old cannibal flathead. There you go. Another flatty. They're all about the same, 32-ish, something like that. Alright, seems like we've really stumbled across a lot of flathead. We may try to get a feed here, so we're just working our way through the smaller ones. So when you want the old flathead to bite on camera straight away. Oh, here we go. They're biting now. Here we go. Come on. Sometimes flathead like a little bit of movement. Didn't want to play the game. Righto, I reckon we're just going to end it there because we're just going to catch a few flathead and it's not that riveting really. So how do you think our day went? Honest talk right here.
So at the start I reckon it was alright. Caught a couple of gummies and school sharks and whatever. By the end of it, it's pretty close. I think the flatheads are more fun than the school sharks. So
yeah. So, would you say a little bit of a success, you know, like better than sitting at home, huh?
Yeah, it's better than sitting at home.
And it's actually, you know, the sun's out. I've got a hat on because it's actually still fairly cool to warm my head up. But yeah, we're just going to end it there. So, yeah, if you actually like this content, tap that like and subscribe button. And what else do you do?
Subscribe and also shout out to Luke the Angler.
Shout out to Luke. Check out his YouTube channel, Luke the Angler. But drop us a comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us, yeah. Input is always good and I will reply to each and every one of you. Alright, love you guys. See you later.